Unit 2.11.2 Monopoly Market. Part 2. Natural Monopoly. 1. Natural monopoly is described as an industry in which one single firm produces all the output due to economies of scale as its average total cost is falling over a very large scale or output. 2. The total fixed cost for production is relatively high for a natural monopolist like electricity provider or mass rapid transport provider. 3. This firm is supposedly able to make profits at every point in the market because the average revenue exceeds the average cost. 4. Because of its complete market dominance, government may regulate the natural monopolist by forcing it to lower the price of its good or service so that the lower income can afford the good. Example: the transport and energy. 5. The government may force the natural monopolist to price where P or R equals P, A, T, C, at point B of the diagram in what is called average cost, AC, pricing. 6. In this respect the firm is only making normal profits and the natural monopolist will have no supernormal profit to improve on the quality of the good or to maintain the fixed capital needed to produce the good. A good example would be public transport. As such, trains may break down often and become unreliable. 7. The government may also make the firm price at where P or A are equal to PMC at point C. 8. At this pricing, the firm is very efficient in its use of resource. However, its price is now at PMC, which is below the ATC. This results in a loss to the natural monopolist. 9. If the natural monopolist cannot bear the losses, then they may shut down and deprive the public of an essential service or good. 10. Government may have to subsidize such a pricing system to prevent shutdown. But this might render the firm inefficient in the long run. Allocative efficiency. Let's consider two markets and assume the following. In one market, a number of producers compete to produce a good in a perfect competitive market, and on the other hand, a monopolist seller controls the market price and quantity to maximize its own profits. Monopoly efficiency. Allocative efficiency and perfect completion versus monopoly. In the perfectly competitive market, output is determined by market supply and market demand. Meanwhile, in the monopoly market, society will consume at the social optimal output, Q, S, O, and their welfare is maximized as consumer and producer benefit or surplus is maximized. Allocative efficiency is achieved. However, in the monopoly, a single firm limits output where M, R equals MC, in order to maximize profits. Price is determined by the monopolist firm and consumption is not at social optimal output, giving rise to welfare lost, or deadweight loss, as shown by the blue shaded area in the monopoly market diagram. Consumers pay high prices in a monopoly market and have less of the good to choose from. Allocative efficiency is not achieved in a monopoly. 4. Producers in the perfect competitive firm are forced to produce at their minimum average cost as much as possible due to competition. 5. It can also be observed that the monopolist firm produces at a quantity lower than where its ATC is maximized. The production cost is higher than the minimum ATC. Monopoly summary. In this market, firms can make profits in both short and long term due to high barriers to market entry. Advantages of monopolies. 1. Economies of scale. 2. High profits can be used for research and development. 3. In third-degree price discrimination, it is able to make a good or service available to a less privileged group. Disadvantages of monopolies. 1. High inefficiency levels, as it is neither allocative nor productive efficient. 2. Less consumer choice. 3. High prices are high for consumers. 4. Decline in consumer surplus and reduces society's welfare due to market dominance, which constitutes to market failure. Please click subscribe to our video if you find the content useful. All the best with your assignments.